between NaJin White Shield and the KT Bullets.
And for those of you who are new to OGN, the reason why we do blind pick
It's because we're awesome.
is because OGN does not want to give the players a side advantage in terms of picks and bans, where somebody gets first pick, somebody gets last pick. It's
very fair.
The opinion of the Korean League of Legends.
If Score plays Corki, I'm going to be so disappointed.
The Skorky, well, they've been playing a successful Corki Leona lane.
Well, Vayne is right there as well, too.
But it's just the opinion that this is the most fair way to play a final match.
Yeah, well, looks like we're going to have WTF 2 insects.
2 Lee
Maybe.
Sins.
I'm surprised we're not seeing the Elise from Watch, actually, a little bit. 2 LeBlancs. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Can you? I don't even know how I'm going to be able to cast 2 LeBlancs in one team. I don't know, guys. I'm just telling you right now. 2 Threshes. Oh, no.
Thresh Twitch, that very all-in kill lane.
No.
So Bullets, if they pick this composition, they really, really, really want to be able to get the 2v2 in the 1v1 lanes. It's going to be very crucial to their success that they actually pull this off with Renekton, Twitch, and Thresh. So it's pretty all-in from KT as they start to lock in. Only Ryu waiting.
I've missed this so much. It's going to happen. 2 Lee Sins, 2 Threshes, and 2 LeBlancs. Yes, it's blind pick. Oh, it's time. Ryu, man, no nonsense with Ryu right now, man. He looks angry. I've never seen Ryu just look like angry, but dude.
Well, battle naps don't make you happy. They make you rage.
You know, the thing is like Ryu has managed the second blind pick in a row to pick himself into one of the most mechanically challenging 1v1 duels he possibly could. How'd you like Zed versus Zed? How about LeBlanc versus LeBlanc?
Also, one of the most snowbally. Now, Insect here, you probably have to give him the advantage on Lee Sin.
Oh, undoubtedly. I mean, it's Insect. Come on.
I think you give Goong the advantage on LeBlanc.
Yeah, I would agree there. And I think you give Gorilla the advantage on Thresh. Yeah.
But it comes down to that duo lane, and it's just that Thresh and Twitch are so good at killing you in lane. If they get that 2v2,
yep, that's right.
Zeph and Gorilla are going to have a hard time.
Well, guys, it is time. Actually, the game loaded really quick. It's already starting. So, NaJin White Shield versus the KT Bullets. Who will move on to the Champion Spring semifinals? Let's find out. And here we go. Duo Blanc.
At least they have different skins.
That's true. That does help a little bit. Gorilla LeBlanc for Ryu. And
all right. Well, it's difficult to say who really has the edge in terms of composition. Both Zeph and Score will scale well into the late game, and of course Shyvana will do a little bit better than Renekton. It's all dependent on how the lanes, I think, shake out here. NaJin will be doing better in the lane swap, but we don't have any ward starts from any player. It's a bit surprising that Watch took the Lee Sin here. I think he picked the Lee Sin over the Elise because he was worried about Twitch.
Yeah.
And he wanted to make sure that he could see him, if necessary, with his E.
I think that's a really good call for Watch, for sure. And
there's insane mind games that go into these blind pick games. Like, what is the most... Sometimes you see somebody try something really crazy and all in. Sometimes you see teams play it very safe. Of course, LeBlanc, one of the safer champions right now in the current meta, because she fills both the role of good wave clear with Athenes and her W, as well as having strong assassination potential. Score is in the mid lane.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So they're going to send LeBlanc top against Save.
Okay, KT Bullets getting a bit fancy here. What is Thresh going to do? They're going to 2v1 the mid onto Goong and try and get an advantage for their LeBlanc and snowball the game that way. I think this is a good idea.
Yeah, nice poke against Goong right away, using that expunge to just do a little bit extra damage.
Already recalling, so we're going to see an early...
Or will we?
Early lane swap, perhaps. Goong.
Oh, Insec. Oh, there's a ward. Yeah, so Insec gonna not go any farther than that. And they're gonna give watch over that blue buff, of course. Insec gonna probably go and take his own now.
He is going to be slightly delayed. Now, Safe started Cloth 5, so this is a really pretty poor start for Shyvana. Although having 5 pots is probably better than having a Doran's and fewer pots.
You think so?
Yeah, probably. I think it's probably better for just a little bit of sustain. You're not
probably
gonna,
right.
you're still going to be getting poked out of the lane and zoned out.
That makes sense, yeah.
Shyvana is able to get a little bit CS though, using her E.
True enough. And Mafa just zoning, trying to...
Goong is getting absolutely nothing, however.
Yeah, this lane swap is working out really well for KT so far. Really, really well for KT.
I really like this decision by the Bullets, and it just shows how well they think on their feet.
Yep.
And they've been in these blind pick situations before, and the problem with the last one, as you noted, Doa, was that Ryu Zed got behind, and in these mirrors, when you get behind, oh man, it is bad. Yep. Especially when you have 3 of the same champions on a team, because how do you decide who's going to go into lane if you get an advantage? Mafa missing his play right there.
A good attempt anyway. Yeah, you can see Save just getting poked so hard by the AP from Ryu.
Now he's doing a little bit of poking back at least by maxing his E in return.
Yeah.
Score and Mafa putting down a lot of pressure on this mid lane. Of course, they have to be careful. That bot lane turret will go down a little bit faster. And man, the jumping from the Lee Sins and the LeBlancs is going to be nuts.
I know. You thought Chobra had it hard yesterday with that game.
I mean,
you know nothing, Will Chobra.
Mafa.
Cho Snow? No.
Why would you go for that when you could just go for John Cho?
John Cho? That's true. Oh, that's true. But that sounds like just a regular person's name, though. As well.
I'm sorry, it still fits. Save actually is doing a better job of CSing, so here we go.
Maybe.
It's like a gank coming in, Insec and Mafa not going to have that. Of course, the Thresh in the mid lane does make for a lot of ganking potential alongside this Lee Sin.
Oh, nice. Some damage onto Score right before Mafa comes back. Goong just taking any little opportunity he can. And you definitely need to.
Score not going to use his health potion yet. And
wow,
actually,
Ryu.
Save is going to chunk down Ryu right here.
Yeah. I mean, Ryu's got a nice CS lead, but still, Save is handling this much better than we thought he might be able to.
Leopard now recalling and moving back, but the tower race appears to be being won right now by NaJin White Shield.
Yeah.
Score is nice and topped off now that he went ahead and used that pot.
Well, this is one of those games where First Blood is going to be extremely important.
It depends on who gets it. If it's one of the mirror matchups, it's going to be really bad for...
Yeah. Well, it's you've got a 3 out of 5 chance for that to be the case, so yes. And that bot turret looks like it will go down almost momentarily here.
Leopard really not able to do much. Went back and picked
more.
up the second Doran's Blade.
Yep.
Slice and dice is out of there. Not hit by the death sentence. Ryu really hasn't had an opportunity to go back. Insec has mostly been doing damage control in the lanes. He's fallen behind levels compared to Watch.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's also very big too. Oh, here we go. Trying to safeguard in on the minion, but Save will just walk away.
So
and that turret.
Yeah, virtually no damage on the mid lane turret so far.
Not even half yet. Only about a third, maybe, of its health gone.
And they've only managed to open up an 11 CS
Here we
advantage.
go. Watch coming in, trying to get to Score. There he is. He can see him, and Score just is going to take the lantern out. Twitch looks really funny when he takes that.
I think this was really smart of NaJin White Shield to pick the Lee Sin in this scenario. You know that KT has been prioritizing that Twitch pick. You've been picking it away from them in response, even though it's not your best champion. And they put Zephyr on more of a comfort pick this game, but at least they have some tool to see him so the LeBlanc can kill him.
Yeah.
Actually, sight zone first for Insec.
Okay. Well, I mean, if he knows he's a little bit down in health, he might as well, or down in XP rather, might as well be able to put some wards out.
That's really unorthodox build onto Lee Sin. Almost everybody going for that more damage-oriented build, but I think they figure they have the lane control situation on lockdown for a little bit of time. Insec has caught up in levels, at the very least to Watch, but Watch should be hitting 6 first, and he will after this red buff.
Yep, should be able to.
So still no movement from NaJin. Even though they were able to take that tower, Goong says, it's okay, I've got this mid lane thing under control. I have the Chalice now. He's going to be able to wave clear with the W and the Chalice relatively easily.
Oh, they caught him with the death sentence. Can he get away? There's the slow, there's the expunge, and there's a lantern. He makes it out.
That was really dangerous for Goong because his ult was down at the time, and he chose to W forward. So Maffa hit a really crucial hook. Goong is lucky he didn't have to flash right there, but it's going to cost him his blue buff.
Yep, that's right. Save just going ahead and using that ultimate to push back Ryu a little bit more. Insec is there, but he's going to recall on the ward. And now that mid lane turret getting a little bit low. Looks like
wow,
it won't
that
go
was
down
nice
quite yet.
Actually. Save just walked up and E'd over the wall to stop Insec from recalling. Just every little second can count in a game as crucial as this one.
Thresh almost caught Thresh.
Okay, so Ryu didn't buy a second Doran's ring, so he actually has his Codex finished first. Now this may be the time that they try and put that. Ooh, no, they're going to make just a play onto the blue. They want to secure both blue buffs for the KT Bullets, then move into the lane with Ryu, where he has an item advantage and a buff advantage, and they'll be feeling a lot better after that point.
Makes sense.
Could use his ult again right there, but Maffa can't find the angle to actually get a flare or a death sentence off. Okay, so KT Bullets, they may be slightly behind in gold, but they're in a power spike right now. Ryu actually going to go to the bottom lane, but they're not going to find Zephyr down there. He's already rotated into mid.
Well, Ryu will be able to get some decent farm and extend that CS lead anyway a little bit farther. And he will, you would assume, have a substantially faster Athenes this game, barring some kills that might happen for Goong. Oh, and Lee Sin goes after Lee Sin. Insec dueling with Watcher. They kick each other away. Welcome to Blind Pick. And they're going to flash over the wall. Watch may go down. Insec going for the Lee Sin versus Lee Sin kill. And he gets it. Lee Sin kills Lee Sin for first blood. I love Blind Pick. Well, and Insec saying, yeah, you want to play Lee Sin against my Lee Sin? All right, let me show you how this goes.
Well, actually, the Sightstone did some work there.
Yeah, well, the wards really helped out. Whoa, there was some damage trading.
I wonder if Insec bought this item just to duel another Lee Sin.
I would not be surprised at all.
I'm actually wondering if that was the intent behind this Sightstone buy. You get that bit of extra HP, but you guarantee that you have the better mobility.
Yep, I think that's a hugely intelligent pickup for Insec to do that, yeah. I think you're exactly right.
Well, I really want to see that again, but we have replays for Ants, so I'm not going to
That's right.
be able to really tell what's going on.
I've given up at this point. So, Ryu in the bot lane. No turret there. Gorilla, will he flash for something? Nope. Going for the death sentence. Nearly hit him. Watch was right there, too. That would have been quite possibly a very dead Ryu.
Ryu had to mimic his ult, but had the death sentence hit, he would have gotten the root down on the Thresh, so probably not too much would have happened. Could have just flashed afterwards.
Maybe. I prefer to think of the more exciting situation, but you don't want to get all realistic on me, that's fine.
Well, this 2v1 I think hasn't gone as well as KT might have hoped. Goong has been able to catch up in CS, but to Leopard's credit, so is he.
Yep.
Save has gone for the Cutlass first, so going for that very aggressive build where Leopard is actually opted for a Giant's belt.
Well, Score has gotten quite a bit of CS too. A little bit of a lead there. And there's a flay into the box for Maffa. Maffa gets pulled back by the death sentence. Goong going to grab a kill. Oh, but he gets taken down by Score and a little bit of help from the turret. So they trade. Support for support. All right, that happened.
Of course, everybody loves the blind pick here.
Oh, yes. 2 dead Threshes.
2 dead Threshes. And KT, they want that 3v4, so maybe they'll be able to take out this tower right now. Zephyr has burned that culling. KT Bullets may want to play a little bit more of a measured game, however. Eventually taking that turret down and just keeping things relatively equal. They do have a slight lead at the moment, really due to the kill and also the CS advantage that Score has. Ryu.
Now Ryu can put some serious damage down onto save. Just checking to make sure the jungler's not there, and he's not at the moment, but he will be soon.
It's a good
putting the ward down.
That's a really good ward from Ryu, just to keep his top laner safe. Very good. If you're going to push up that mid lane anyway, and you're not going to be able to put down some autos, you might as well make yourself useful.
Yep.
Maybe you miss a couple CS in that mid lane, but at least Leopard is going to have a lot easier time judging his position and where the jungler is and what his options are. Ryu switching over to the lens. That process has begun. Ryu actually, I'm a bit surprised. He's been known to start lens on LeBlanc sometimes in the mid lane, but just choosing to pick up the ward totem instead.
That's played a bit more standard.
Ping's going down on the Dragon from NaJin White Shield. They're starting to get concerned. The KT Bullets do have a good ring of wards, and they are about to sweep through.
Yeah. Items pretty even for both sides, although Score does have that blade. No big items finished yet for Zephyrus, so if a dragon fight happens in the near future, KT is maybe a little bit of an edge. Oh, Ryu doing the duel against Goong, but save is right there, as is Gorilla. Ryu went way too far. Oh, he tries to get out on the lantern, but he just can't do it. Ignite finishes the job for Goong.
He definitely got too aggressive.
Yeah.
In that instance, and they're still trying to catch
Goong
they
grabbed
right now.
Goong. This is the weirdest game. Oh man, that's going to be a dragon now for NaJin White Shield, maybe.
It looks like it'll be a top lane trade, though.
Yeah.
Well, depending on how much damage Leopard can actually get onto it. He doesn't have that Tiamat, so...
Insec wants to steal it. Can't do it.
Can't find the Q through the mass of people.
He Q'd save, but couldn't really get in there.
Wow, this actual build onto Renekton in this instance isn't allowing him to push as fast as he could with the Tiamat.
Yeah. Well, Score is right there. Score sneaking up. Mata trying to grab as well. There's a Descendants. They do grab. Watch. He's not close enough to the lantern. There's a flame. How did he get out on that lantern? Meanwhile, Insect comes in from behind, kicks Gorilla into the river. But Insect can have to run away. He's going to get stunned by Goong. That's a lot of damage. The ward, will he be able to safeguard over to it? He can now. Meanwhile, more action. Looks like save will go down. A kill for KT. Score picked up that one, and he's starting to get a little bit scary on Twitch.
Okay, so they lose the dragon, pick up top lane tower, and a kill. So net gain. Oh, Goong.
Oh, Goong. Oh, Goong.
I have no idea what's going on.
Me neither. I don't know. Goong comes up to try to take out Score. This is the best.
Mimicking his W.
Yep.
And Goong did pick up the enemy blue buff, so now he wants to grab his own as well, make sure that he's the king of the blues for the second handoff of the game, whereas KT Bullets managed to secure both of them last time. So starts there with some good blade use. Watch, doesn't die. Insect tries to make a play on him, can't quite get him. And the spray and pray just chunking down Shyvana. Remember, Shyvana did not go for the initial tanky build. Instead chose the Blade of the Ruined King.
Yeah.
And so that has delayed the tankiness, whereas Leopard strangely has gone not an aggressive build and gone full tank on Renekton.
It's opposite day. Oh, that death sentence was not quite. He tried to anticipate where Goong would teleport to, and it didn't work out. Ryu takes some damage. Another death sentence goes through, but Gorilla can't catch Mappa.
So Siege now onto the mid turret. Insect
it's time for Insect to do what Insect does. There's a Q onto Goong. Can he kick him under turret, maybe?
No, he's going to scare him, though, that's for sure, especially with Leopard threatening on the flank.
Yeah, he should scare him.
Just the mind games. It's enough to save it for now.
Meanwhile, Score continuing to get farther and farther ahead at AD carry. He's got the Berserker's Greaves. And really, I mean, I think a lot of this is going to rely on Score and his ability to flank as the game continues here.
Now you see Goong is pulling ahead in LeBlanc Wars, however, with those 2 kills and the CS advantage. It is getting a little rough. Again, they're going to have to rely on Score this game.
Well, it's going to be very telling when Goong and Ryu go back to buy next to see what the items they pick up will be. You got to imagine that Goong's going to be looking a little bit better. Yeah, there's a needlessly large rod and just boots and pots and things like that for Ryu. So big power spike for Goong.
No boots for Goong, so he will be relying particularly hard on his intuition about how to use his W.
Yeah.
Because if he uses it poorly, he has virtually no chance of escaping.
Well, he's got Thresh insurance as well, too, so.
The best kind of insurance.
That's right. Yep.
Wow.
I carry General Thresh.
So the NaJin is not having the best luck pushing this mid turret, because every time they motion up into the mid lane, the KT Bullets are coming in for a flank. And they're not serious about doing it. They're just pushing out top and then coming back in. But
Gore. Oh, he goes on to Goom. A little bit of damage there.
yeah, it's just he's got the Thresh Lantern, so he wasn't particularly worried about getting bursted down. Good communication between Score and Mafa. Insec once again moving into the side, putting down some wards in the enemy jungle.
If you throw your lantern onto their lantern, does that prevent people from using their lantern?
That is a great question. I have no idea what the answer to that is.
You'll have to watch for that.
I don't even know if the players would know that.
Oh, they've got to know. Oh, maybe not. Nope, there's a lantern.
Well, these situations develop so rarely in competitive play.
That is true.
Some of these questions, the players may not actually have the answers
to. I doubt these guys are playing a lot of blind pick. That's for sure.
You know, I'm sure they do scrim blind pick occasionally right before playoffs just to test for this situation.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you have to have a plan going into this. It's not randoms. Definitely have a strategy that they've reserved, for this eventuality.
And it's such a delicate balance too, because you have to make sure that you have adequate wave clear, you have to make sure that you have adequate team fighting, adequate ability to siege turrets. It's
like an all-around comp practice kind of thing.
It is. And of course you have all the options available, so.
Yeah. So the Merc Tread's up for Insect, so a little bit of an edge there in the Lee Sin versus Lee Sin matchup.
And the big differences we're seeing right now are coming through. Ryu is behind, but Score and Insec are ahead.
Yeah.
Randuit's already completed onto save.
That's going to be pretty nice.
Leopard should have a lot of money.
Uh-oh, Gorilla got himself caught. There's a nice pick. The boxes, both boxes go down, and Score gets completely lit up by Goong. Zephyr claims that kill, and Gorilla, the poison not enough. They go ahead and use the Summoner Heal just to make sure. But man, whoa, meanwhile, Ryu just decides to come in. And then LeBlanc appeared.
Insect there coming in. He wants to kick him in. Now, can Leopard reach the tower in time? No, they're just going to give it up, but the objective goes over.
Yep.
And NaJin's shield comes out to a lead. Of course, not anything game-breaking at this stage.
Oh, Mafa needs to be careful. Whoa, but luckily, LeBlanc zones out LeBlanc. Yeah, Ryu. Getting that kill is big for Ryu, actually. Oh!
Dodges the Q.
Yeah. Well, if anyone's going to dodge a Q, it's going to be another Lee Sin.
Second dragon of the game.
Yeah.
Now going up. Everybody looking to move over for this one. Leopard needs to buy.
For the moment, anyway, Ryu's caught up on items with Goong, too, which is going to be helpful for this dragon fight.
I don't think the KT Bullets can do this because Leopard hasn't gone back in about 1,000,000 years.
Really? That long?
That long. He's a crocodile, man. He's
got 2,500 gold, yeah. Oh, Insect getting chased. Ryu right there. He's going to try to poke down Watch a little bit. He will. Insect manages to get out. Oh, whoa. Watch nearly got taken out. Maybe that will give them the opportunity for Dragon. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, now it's time for Goon to try to poke Insect, but he doesn't do it quite as much. And they will go for Dragon. This is so dangerous. There's a culling coming in from Zephyr. Yeah, they have to back off of that one for a little bit anyway. This is so crazy. Oh, Watch is back.
This, in a dead even game, having your top laner with 2,500 gold behind
so bad.
Can
look at how slow they can't do Dragon. Yeah, they can't do Dragon. Yep. Well, you got to be ready. I mean, that's just kind of a situation where, Leopard probably should have found time to go back because they knew Dragon was going to come up. Oh, Watch jumps in. Insect's going to kick him away, I guess.
Doing everything.
They're going to go into Save, though. Save finds Score. A lot of damage onto him. Manages the Dragon to send out. Oh, looks like Goong is going to try to take out Ryu, but Save manages to kill Twitch. All right, that happened. Leopard backing away, Goon chasing. Now there's a play from somebody. Ryu goes down, Goon gets the kill, and NaJin Whiteshield with 3 kills already has turned around this team fight. Leopard gets kicked back by Watch, tries to flash away, tries to slice and dice, gets into the Baron pit, but Save will follow with the flash. Everybody following, and that is nearly an ace for NaJin Whiteshield. That is such a huge team fight in a blind pick game like this. That could be the entire match right there.
Leopard just went back and got Cowl and the Kindle Gem, and that is such a massive difference in terms of his survivability in one of these fights.
Yeah.
As Save really able to do more with the items, taking out Score right there, thanks to the fact that he had both the Randuin's and the Bilgewater Cutlass. So NaJin Whiteshield will jump out to now the first substantial lead of the game, another 1,700. If we look right now, Score just gets murdered by face checking into a brush with Save. Save jumps out, and then Ryu does pop over the side, doesn't take the lantern, not the best communication. And the Randuin's doing work. It slowed everybody down in order to make this happen. Goong gets the kill onto Ryu.
Yeah, mirrors and Ryu don't mix too well, do they? Mirror matches, rather. I mean, I'm sure he looks wonderful if he's
a vampire.
That's true. Can't see him.
Oh, Ryu.
He's like, Z 2.0. Poor guy.
Oh, they've got a good opportunity to take a tower right now at the very least.
They could use it. That'll give them the turret lead a little bit. This game is still far from over. But anytime a team gets a lead in a game like this, you gotta get a little bit afraid.
The problem with picking Twitch into this composition that NaJin Whiteshield is running is it's very difficult to actually hit anybody.
Oh, Goon poking out Leopard quite a bit.
It's very difficult to hit anybody with your spray and pray because Threshley, Sin, and LeBlanc have such mobility. How are you going to kill the carries?
Well, so Zephyr as well, you know, is going to be able to dodge out of the way pretty easily. Dodge back anyway.
Ryu has chosen to go for the blue pot just to get himself back into this game with a temporary power spike.
Finished death cap for Goong versus no finished death cap for Ryu, too.
Save creeping around the mid lane. It's not a lot that NaJin could do to press an advantage at the moment. So KT should be able to play cautiously for the immediate future and hope that they get the world's best spray and pray off, or that they can bait Goong and Watch into using their mobility and then catch them with the spray and pray afterwards.
Yeah. Farm move up in those top laners. Ooh, Mata in a little bit of trouble. Man, Goong has played this LeBlanc so well this game. He really has outplayed Ryu.
Yeah, he certainly has.
Quite a bit.
And even, remember, he did this through a 2v1 in the mid lane as well, which makes it even more impressive.
Yeah, he was so far down early on. Now he's 30 CS up, 3-0-2. Certainly looks like he's going for MVP to me.
Ryu also, I think, is just not used to playing a LeBlanc Shyvana lane.
Yeah.
So he underestimated Save's aggression a little bit. Got some chunks taken out of him, and Save will take the final outer tower of the KT Bullets. Score trying to set up some sort of pick. They really are relying on him to do something right now because he's the one who's ahead on their team.
Well, I don't know. It's getting so close to not really even being ahead anymore.
True.
Yeah, I don't even know if you can really call him ahead.
Well, he's got the Phantom Dancer, so he is a little bit. And he is able to put down that burst damage with the Blade of the Ruined King.
Well, there you go.
So Ryu will get the blue buff. Save just clearing out the Baron pit right now. Starting to get into some dangerous Baron territory. Leopard goes back, grabs this Spirit Visage. Ryu, as you can see, he's 1,500 gold down already. So that needlessly large rod, basically a needlessly large rod behind.
Well, he'll be able to pick up his death cap now anyway, which is something.
Yeah, at least until Goon goes back, they'll be about even.
Yeah, that's right.
NaJin White Shield starting to set up in the opponent's jungle. They've got a lot of wards and the Baron control for sure. They want to force some sort of face check. KT Bullet's not yet biting. There's a couple pink wards for the KT Bullets as they move around the outside of the Baron pit. Grabbing some wraiths while they can. Goon getting close again to a major item purchase. Score moving at the Vanguard, trying to catch somebody.
Ooh, I don't know if you can though, yeah. Oh, meanwhile, Insect gets a little bit low. That, you know, they keep having someone get poked down by Goon when they're about to try to engage too. It's making it pretty tough. Oh, it's like that. The Culling gonna just keep the lane pushed up. A little bit of damage on the Leopard. Nothing really to worry about though for him.
NaJin White Shield is doing a very good job of keeping control over their opponent's jungle, over the mid lane, and over the Baron pit.
Well, they've looked better.
They're defending their wards really well right now.
They've looked better a little bit each game, you know? Tonight.
Yeah, they have Leopard is going to find that pink ward.
Yeah, but the pink ward's going to find him too, and all of NaJin's shield is sitting right there. Oh, let's just camp for a while.
Everybody's so afraid to make a move and make a mistake.
I would be too.
They saw them come into the brush. They know they're there.
Yeah. They should.
Now, this is an interesting situation. If save shows on that wave, the KT Bullets may just all in right here.
Yeah, and will he?
Oh, this is so dangerous for Shield.
Oh, they're going to grab Goon. Can they take him out, though? Goon getting low. There's the box. They do get him. Score with the kill there. Now they're going to chase the knockback. The box. Insect there. Can he Q over the wall? Double kill for Score.
Can they get the Baron?
Maybe. Maybe they can. Well, with Watch and Goon down, that Baron is looking pretty possible.
That's right. Zephyr really not ahead in this game. They're going to clear out the pink ward. Another pink ward going down for the Bullets.
This is so big if they can get it.
Culling is up.
Culling is up. Ryu comes in. They're going to grab Save. Save a little bit low. Ryu with some damage onto that. They're going to turn off of Baron onto Save. Save going to get kicked out by Insect. There's another kill. Can they finish this Baron, though? They have to start it over again. Watch and Goon coming up in just a couple seconds, but I think they're going to get it.
They have a Phantom Dancer Twitch with a blade, so they
okay.
should be able to push this one and actually take a lead and get this very crucial Baron. That was so patient from the Bullets. They were waiting for Save to make a positional mistake. That one ward just totally changed this game. They saw Watch back out, and Matha hit maybe the most important hook of his career onto Goon. Goon was the big one. Goon was the one they had to burst down, and they got it.
Well, I mean, it's like we've said many, many times before, you know, wards are the most powerful item you can buy in the entire game, and that's just a perfect demonstration of it. Gotta have good warding, and KT Bullets have not all night. So when it comes down to it, this is when they really need it. They need to fix those issues.
They have been improving. In the last couple of games, the warding has been substantially better. Ryu sitting there waiting for a pick of his own. He's got another blue pot. Goon going back and upgrading to Sork Shoes, getting an Amp Tome, building into that Void Staff.
Probably the plan, yeah. Sure, it's even. The gold nearly even. Whoop.
Going to consider recall, but the thing about the KT Bullets is they're not really able to press an advantage with this. They have the Twitch for poor siege.
Yeah.
So they kind of need to make picks still, is the problem. That they're not going to be able to force the issue. They're not going to be able to really get in under a turret.
That's right, they need to snowball this kind of through picks.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And they also have very few pink wards at the moment. So the ward line really not going to be able to go up into the opponent's jungle. It's really not the end of the road for NaJin White Shield. They just have to wait this Baron out. And they've been doing a good job of getting those wards down because they know exactly what KT Bullets need to do. You can't siege with a Twitch against an enemy LeBlanc. You're just going to die. He's going to stand there and get blown up.
Well, here they come to the bot lane now. And they're going to try to siege with Twitch. Oh, but here comes Goon.
Goon's not there, it's fine.
Yeah, Goon's a little bit out of position, but He comes in from the side. Yeah, they had Insect kind of watching for him there. Death Sentence doesn't hit anyone. I get the ward. All right.
Yeah, you see they're really backing off as soon as Goong shows up.
Yeah, you kind of need to. Definitely right. Ryu, trying to come in. It's hard for LeBlanc to catch LeBlanc, isn't it?
Yes, one distortion just leads to another, and then the Mimic leads to another.
Mimicked distortions. If you want to save, that's not too useful.
I'm waiting for the crazy team fight where both of them get their passives triggered, and then it's like who kills the other LeBlanc as opposed to who kills the other one's passive clone.
Yep.
That's going to be really wild if it happens.
That's going to happen. Couple wards going down. And the pressure on this bot turret continues, but they did send Score up with Ryu to the mid lane. Put a little bit of pressure onto that.
We're really starting to see some differentiation in build here and strategy from Shield and Insect in the itemization of their junglers. Insect very much concerned with putting out that damage, whereas Watch is choosing to go tanky. So KT, you can see they really want to all in on these picks and the burst, whereas NaJin White Shield takes the more conservative approach of just outlasting their opponent. The Baron buff is almost up. And KT have not been able to do anything or increase their lead at all. The only thing they were able to do is pull themselves up by their bootstraps and get back into this game.
Yeah. Well, here we go. They're going to see just turret. Culling comes down, blocked mostly by Leopard. Nobody does get grabbed by the Death Sentence. Gets really low. Manages to get himself kicked over the wall.
Great.
They still get the kill.
Kick by Watch away from the Lantern.
Yeah. Save a little bit low, and they're going to chase. Save, trying to get there with the burnout. Ryu on the run.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to do anything with this kill.
Still, what a statement to burst through the tankiest member of the team just like that.
Yeah, that was a really nice coordination.
Now, Score could come in and try to flank this.
They really can't siege turrets. The KT Bulls need to get a pick before they go for these objectives. It's far too dangerous.
Yep. Oh, they catch Insect. Insect, what were you doing? And Zephyr with an easy kill there. And now they're jumping on to Score. Score backing off. Mafa has to give his life. Comes in to try to get someone hit by the turret, but it doesn't work out. Man, KT just kind of falling apart a little bit there. I don't know why Insect was so close.
He was trying to kick somebody in, I think.
But
it's hard to do, though, because you're going to get silenced by LeBlanc. Baron up in a minute 52. Everybody on KT will be up. They do fall behind by another 3K gold as a result of their kills and the tier 2 taken in the mid lane.
Yeah.
Ryu has spent a lot of money on consumables. No, he just got caught. He just straight got caught.
Yep. I mean, his Q was on cooldown at the time, too, so it wasn't even like he could even try to get a kick.
And even Twitch with the spray and pray just not able to do very much. Very far zoned out.
Yep. And
Lucian just much better at sieging, so easily able to take that down. Watch now has a Banshee's Veil. It's going to help him quite a bit. Hex Drinker for Insect. He has gotten a Spectral Cowl now. But because Ryu has been buying a lot of consumables, he's behind. It doesn't have a Void Staff and also a Negatron Cloak for Goong just to help him survive the burst from the enemy LeBlanc.
Yeah, Goong's way ahead now. Yeah, Ryu doesn't want to have anything to do with that 1v1 duel at this point. At least he shouldn't anyway.
Coming up over the side again, looking for that pick,
and
Leopard
gets caught. He has to flash away. Can they follow him? It looks like they can. Watch trying to get something. There's the flay. Watch kicks him out, and they grab with another death sentence. That was so good. The flay into the kick from Watch. Really nice play there from NaJin White Shield.
But it's not going to mean much if they lose some objectives for it. They're going after the Dragon.
Yeah, is Dragon worth that tier 2, you think?
I mean,
Shield
at this point of the
so.
game, the Dragon is probably worth a little bit more, but the map control going to KT, and they do have better control over the Baron pit with a further push down the lane. But Baron up in 5 seconds.
Yep.
Leopard up in 25. Is NaJin White Shield going to take advantage of this?
Well, they can try to force a 5v4 anyway.
The danger is Twitch spray and praying over the wall.
Yeah. But you've got so much stuff that can come over the wall, though, that I don't know. Score will be too safe.
They're going to try.
They are going to try. Ryu comes in to try to burst down Gorilla. He'll do a little bit of damage there. That'll be annoying. Gorilla gets knocked up by Baron. There's a culling to try to force people away, and it looks like NaJin's shield will disengage.
It's way too risky. I agree. It's really dangerous to do that. Leopard is up. He's able to help clear out this mid wave. So NaJin's shield, basically just trading objectives, and not able to pick up the Baron afterwards. Some wards coming in. Leopard has opted for the red elixir. It's just a lot of consumable play from the KT Bullets. They're hoping to just use this very small power spike in order to get over the hump and get that immediate edge. Zephyr also getting a red pot.
That BF sword from Score, though, it's going to be a decent amount of damage.
It is. He's also gone for the Fury enchantment just so he can get a little bit more kiting done in these team fights.
Definitely a good idea.
I just don't see how the Twitch is going to work right here. I really think that the Twitch pick was quite poor.
Trying to find someone else. Score does get caught. Malfa gets hit with something. He's going to get totally bursted down. Watch with the kill there. Meanwhile, Insect gets in the back lines, has to run for his life. Score a little bit low. Looks like they might be able to catch him. Double kill, yeah, for Watch. Gets Score.
Save has that Thornmail now. He is pure armor.
Yeah, that's
and it looks
good.
like NaJin White Shield is going to be able to push through for an inhibitor.
I think they will. I think this is the beginning of the end for the KT Bullets in Champion Spring. They are going to need a miracle comeback, kind of like what Shield had last game, if they want to have any chance of winning this game.
NaJin White Shield, though, this is a team that rarely fumbles in the late game when they have a lead.
Well, that's definitely the biggest fear right now for the KT Bullets. Shield, you know, if they could be patient and wait out that last game, they can definitely close this one.
Doing the Baron immediately, it is a bit risky.
Well, not if you catch Score like that.
Good, just doing a good job of zoning on the outside of the Baron pit, so they will be able to take it. Watch secures it, and now an 8K gold lead.
Look at all that gold they have to spend. Man, they are going to come back so strong. What's it going to be? Yeah, Banshee's Veil just straight up for Goon.
Well, they didn't get a good catch right here just because the Banshee's Veil stopped the hook from Thresh.
Yep.
And Score attempts to get a spray and pray, but Save actually zones him out and keeps his team from dying in that narrow corridor through the spray and pray. Insect just can't find an angle, and he's dying so much faster. So this is the desperation pick.
I gotta say, Watch is kind of out Lee Sinning Lee Sin too. The Lee Sin, Insect.
I think that build is really helping him out.
Yeah, very, very tanky. Insect won the first little duel, but Watch may win the war here.
Okay. Looking around right now, but they just have to defend their turret. They tried to get deep into the enemy jungle with some pink wards and some lens usage to see if they could get a very important kill, not manifesting for them, and now they have to deal with this Lucian, who's just so much better at taking down these towers. Save. Just moving around right now. He's going to start proxy farming, looks like.
You know, and this is one of those issues we were talking about. You know, it's Baron buff plus we've got very similar teams, and when one has a lead, just like we said at the start of this game, it gets easier and easier to snowball as time goes on.
Oh, the Twitch pick would be fine, but it's just that mobility from NaJin that you're never going to hit that big spray and pray because everybody is just able to pop over a wall, and that's it. You wasted your ult.
Well, it makes you really wonder, what was KT expecting, you know? Because
I don't think they were expecting Lee Sin.
You know, maybe they were expecting just a pure straight-up siege comp, just like Shield has been running all season long.
Well, I mean, this is a very NaJin Shield composition that we're seeing right here.
Yeah.
LeBlanc is kind of a hybrid siege assassin with the Athene's First and the Rabadon's Death Cap because she has great poke as well as great wave clear, and it's really hard to catch her. Save.
Oh, well, Save does get caught, gets pulled in and flayed, but they're going to take the turret anyway. Watch tries to come in. Leopard, he kicks Leopard out, and that's another pick. Watch has just been pulling the Insect all over Insect and the rest of KT today.
It's
Oh, Insect does his own, and he kicks out Zephyr. Zephyr gets away though. Ryu a little bit low. Insect being chased. LeBlanc, Ryu gets killed by Goong, and it looks like that is going to be it. NaJin White Shield completely destroying KT. A perfect ace. They're going for the Nexus turrets, and that is it. NaJin White Shield does what pretty much everybody does against the KT Bullets. Lose 2 games, then come back and